All right, folks, I'm JackieKCooper here with,
Walker the intern.
and our movie to deep dive into today is the Phoenician Scheme.
Yep.
And you're the film buff. I mean, film.
I guess.
You're studying film in college.
Yeah.
Wes Anderson,
Mm-hmm.
who did he write it?
Yep.
And directed it.
And co-wrote it.
No, co-wrote it. And he has made movies like The Royal Tenenbaums, Hotel,
The Grand Budapest Hotel.
Grand Budapest, which is my favorite Wes Anderson.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Isle of Dogs,
Mm-hmm.
Asteroid City,
Yep.
and now the Phoenician Scheme.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a trademark kind of style to his acting.
Yeah.
The how would you describe the setting, the sets, the motif?
Of all of his movies, or
To me, it runs. They all look alike. They almost are like a neo-modern
yeah, they're
antique.
a
type.
very quirky, symmetrical looking style where everything feels as though it's placed in the right spot at the right time that it's supposed to be there. You know,
and something will be in the setting that looks like it doesn't belong, but it does.
Yes.
And in the Phoenician Scheme, which is about a businessman who keeps having these accidents or attacks on his life. I don't know what it is. Benicio del Toro plays him. And he's trying to go to different areas of some European country. I don't know. It never names it, I don't think.
I don't think it does either.
But he's trying to raise money
Mm-hmm.
by different schemes or associations, etc. And the plot lost me about 2 minutes into it.
I would say I got about 25 minutes into it,
So
and
you're
then
much better at it.
when they started trying to explain the actual scheme itself of how the gaps worked and where they were going, I was like, I'm out.
And like I said, you have objects that seem to have no importance, but later do. And then you have these characters like Michael Cera plays a tutor.
He's a tutor undercover as a secret agent.
Yes.
Or a secret agent undercover as a tutor.
Yes. But he's there, and Benicio del Toro has like 10 children
Mm-hmm.
or more.
Yeah, I thought that was a funny joke. He like adopts so many children
Yeah.
because one of them's going to be successful.
Yeah. And one daughter,
Yes, one biological daughter.
played by Mia Threepleton.
Sure.
You got that? Or Threepleton.
I don't know.
But you enlightened me. This is something I
Mhm.
didn't know by telling me, because I said, who is Mia Threepleton and where did she come from? And you said, oh, what did you say?
It's the daughter of Kate Winslet.
I almost said Kate Middleton.
Well,
but no.
then she'd
Kate
be a
Winslet.
princess.
She'd be a princess. But I did not know that.
Yeah.
Because I thought, who is she? Has she been in anything before?
I've never seen her before. I didn't know who she was until this movie.
And she plays the daughter who is a nun.
Yes.
Well, she's his only daughter, and she also is a nun. And he brings her along on these money-raising schemes. And you may have liked this aspect of it, and usually I do. There are cameos galore.
Oh, yeah.
Bryan Cranston, Scarlett Johansson, Tom Hanks, Willem Dafoe,
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. Who am I missing?
Oh, Jeffrey Wright.
Jeffrey Wright, who has a pretty big role.
Yeah.
Uh,
He might have been my favorite of the
But-
side characters.
but the rest of them, to me, serve no purpose.
In what way?
I mean, again, Tom Hanks is on screen, and I didn't see, what did he do?
I don't know. I think they just like to be in these roles. Like, I think Wes Anderson's so well liked in the industry that even somebody like Tom Hanks will play.
But where were the Wilson brothers?
Maybe they didn't want to step up this time.
Usually they're there.
Sometimes.
Usually one Luke or Owen, one of them.
They were in, neither of them were in Asteroid City either.
I thought they had a cameo in that.
Oh, maybe. Like a tiny one?
Yeah, but I may be wrong.
I don't know the last movie Luke Wilson was in with.
I haven't seen Luke Wilson or Owen Wilson. I know Owen Wilson's got a new streaming series,
Mhm.
but I haven't seen Luke Wilson in anything.
I know one.
What?
It's our favorite movie of last year, Horizon, Forbidden or Horizon. Saga, the Horizon movie with Kevin Costner.
It's Kevin Costner. Whatever happened to part 2?
I don't know. I'm here. Should we protest outside of Hollywood?
Maybe we should.
Give us part 2. Where's the part 2 cut?
It's supposed to have been part 2 and 3.
And 4.
And 4.
But they only did 2. They only filmed 2 of them.
But they did actually, because I heard it was going to go to like Tribeca or something.
It did.
It did.
Nobody cared.
And nobody cared.
I don't know why they don't just dump it on HBO Max. But
you would think it would be on one of the streaming series and you get to see it. But overall, what did you think of the Phoenicia scheme?
Overall, I was a little underwhelmed by the film itself. I thought the sort of subversion of genres that Wes Anderson does in his style is a little undercooked in this one. I mean, he's trying to do like the spy thriller in his own little style, but I just feel like it felt very flat
There were
the
no
whole
thrills
time.
for me in this.
Yes, exactly. There was one thrill right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning, the best scene.
And it was in perfect Wes Anderson style too. Like he did it.
set up the movie.
Yes.
To be a quirky Wes Anderson movie, and then that one little shot, and then nothing.
It decides to be this like business thriller about selling your shares and playing a game of basketball to decide who gets 10% of. But it wasn't even shares. It was.
And they kept adjusting the shares, and then nothing made sense. Oh, I didn't like it at all.
Yeah.
You were nicer about it. I went to see it and with my wife, and I'm sitting there, and I'm so disgusted by this movie. I'm so mad because Wes Anderson can be good.
Yes.
The Grand Budapest Hotel, I loved every frame in that film.
I thought he was good 2 years ago with that. I loved Asteroid City.
I didn't love Asteroid City, but I could see the inventiveness and all in it. So I'm watching this movie. It's over with. I'm searching through the credits to see if I missed a cameo or something. And my wife said, "Look who's here." I don't have any idea what she's talking about. And I turned my head, and this person is backlit because the lights haven't come on in theater yet. And says, "Hello," and I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" And it was Walker. And we spoke for a few minutes. He left, and my wife said, "I cannot believe how rude you were to Walker." And I said, "Well, I'm rude to Yes, you were. You act like you didn't even know who he was." I said, "Well, I didn't know who he was."
Listen, I walked up. I thought you were just locked into the movie. You were just focused on that screen.
So focused on it being so bad. His movies are hit or miss, though.
Yeah. I've seen most of his movies, and I would say I'm probably about 60-40 on whether I really like it or just think it's all right.
I'd be less than that. But I remember when the Royal Tenenbaums came out. That was Was that his first, or was Bottle Rocket?
His first one? It was Bottle Rocket, and then it was Rushmore.
That's right, Rushmore. I like Rushmore.
Yeah, I watched that before recently. I really liked it. And then it was Royal Tenenbaums.
But it seemed to be like he really got acclaim for Royal Tenenbaums.
Yeah, because that was a big star-studded cast.
Yeah. When is Paltrow in that?
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was. But, and so then the next one comes out, and it's good, but not great. Then the next comes out, it's greater, not as bad. It's just an uneven thing.
Yeah.
But he keeps managing to get people to star in his films. He gets people to, I don't think any of his movies are huge box office successes.
No, I think Grand Budapest is his most popular.
His most popular, yeah.
Or Fantastic Mr. Fox, that might be his.
I did not like the Fantastic Mr. Fox. Was that with George Clooney?
Yeah.
I do not like George Clooney movies.
Really?
I do not.
You don't like the Ocean's 11 movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
If it had just been George Clooney in it, I wouldn't have. I like Brad Pitt. And, was it Matt Damon? Yeah. But no.
That's okay.
Did you watch Good Night and Good Luck on TV, though?
No, I thought about watching it, though.
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
Oh.
I don't like George Clooney. George Clooney has had more dud movies than anybody in his career should have.
I feel like I haven't really gotten into George Clooney like I have with other stars of his era.
But he's like the super Hollywood star.
Yeah.
And
he really doesn't have that many crazy hits though. Like
No,
he never
he
had
doesn't.
he never had an action franchise. I think he's just very recognizable.
Yeah, it's just his name caught on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, I had no interest in watching Good Night and Good Luck or whatever it was at all. They showed it on HBO all over the country, and I thought, boy, I bet those people who paid tickets to go see
They're
it
mad.
were like, I could have sat at home and watched this.
Yeah. They should do that with the Macbeth. Denzel
Oh,
Washington.
Denzel and
I heard those are like $800.
is Jake Gyllenhaal in that too?
I heard it's bad.
$800?
Yeah, and I heard it's bad. Like it's not good.
Ooh.
Because it's like a modern day Macbeth. Or is it Macbeth?
No, I think it's a Macbeth. I thought I didn't know modern day.
I think it is Macbeth, but they like made it to where they're like in the military or something.
And, you know, I'm getting way off subject from the Phoenician scheme.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But I just have to comment to you. Did you watch the Tony Awards?
I saw clips of it, but I didn't watch it live.
My wife and I watched it, and you know, and they're bringing out scenes from all the plays, and especially the musicals.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, if this is the best Broadway can do, we are in bad shape.
Yeah.
The numbers that they presented just didn't seem to be something like, oh man, I want to get a ticket to go see that.
I don't think I saw any of the clips.
You know, Darren Criss won for a play about robots.
Yeah, I heard that was really good though.
I've heard it was good too, but
Broadway's in a
the
hot
clip
spot.
didn't look good. You know, the song that
okay.
they presented, it was like, well, that didn't get a rousing start. And then they made a musical out of the old Meryl Streep Goldie Hawn movie, Death Becomes Her.
That's another. I knew it as the Meryl. Oh wait, you just said that. I'll shut up. You said Meryl Streep, and I thought Marilyn Monroe. I was like, did they make one in the '60s too? All right.
They did. They're doing Smash, which is the Marilyn Monroe musical. It's a musical about them putting on a musical.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah. I heard that wasn't good.
So, but that didn't look big. I don't even know if that was nominated. But Death Becomes Her didn't really. It just, when you're watching the Tonys, you're supposed to be seeing the best of the best.
Yeah.
And look to me, especially what ticket prices are today. No, not. But Amber and I have talked about this, and I haven't talked about this with you, and excuse us for digressing. But there's a play about Stranger Things on Broadway.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
I heard it, yeah.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I've heard of it.
Yeah. I just wonder how successful it is.
I think it's doing good. I don't think it's like a smash hit or anything.
But anyway, I disliked Phoenician Scheme. I would not recommend the movie to you. It just didn't do it. It didn't go anywhere. Nothing. It was just, it made me be rude to my friends.
And I thought it was perfectly fine. Not good, not great.
Perfectly fine.
Not great, not bad.
Perfectly mediocre.
Perfectly mediocre. It had some tiny hits, but it had a lot of duds.
A lot of misses.
A lot of confusion.
All right. I'm Jackie K. Cooper here with
Walker the Intern.
And this has been Deep Dive on the Phoenician Scheme.